What's up everyone, this is James Hernandez, how you all doing, and welcome back to one of my video game review videos. And since if you guys have seen my last video when I did my comic book review for Spider-Man, Hulk, and Iron Man Marvel Adventures, I did say that I'm going to review this video game which I'm going to be talking about, and it's going to be a movie tie-in game, and that is The Golden Compass. That's right everyone, so the Golden Compass video game is a movie video game adaptation. Well, not an adaptation, but like it's a movie tie-in game that is based on the Golden Compass movie that came out in 2007, which is also based on the first book of the His Dark Materials trilogy. So this is going to be the first movie tie-in game that I'm going to be reviewing on this channel. So if you guys have like seen the movie or read the book, you guys probably might know what this is about, but in case if you guys are unaware or haven't heard of this, so it's about this girl named Lyra. She is going on an adventure to rescue her best friend as well as the other kids who have been captured by these group of kidnappers called the Gobblers, which works for this company called the General Revelation Board. So on her journey, she meets some colorful characters like a witch named Seraphina Pecula. There's like some Egyptian people called Egyptians. There's an aeronaut cowboy named Lee Scoresby, as well as an armored polar bear named Yorick Burnison. And they all team up with her to go to Bolvangar to rescue all the kids, as well as defeat the Gobblers, as well as the Tartar soldiers. So I played this game for, well, not for the PS3. This is a PS3 version of this game, but the first time I played this game was on the PSP. So, and then I replayed this game on the PlayStation 3. So the game was published by Sega. As we all know, that Sega is best known for making the Sonic the Hedgehog games, and is also developed by Shiny Entertainment and New Line Cinema Games. So when it comes to like movie tie-in games, majority of the movie tie-in games has not been very good. However, there are some exceptions where some movie tie-in games actually turns out pretty good. Like even though some of them can be better than the movie, or other ones that are just like not as good as the film, but it just like it depends on on the plot of if you compare the movie to the game. So so I played this game when I got this for the PlayStation 3, and what do I think of it? Well, despite that everyone has been reviewing this game, and despite how the critics were pretty harsh on this game, saying it's one of the worst movie tie-in games of all time, I don't really fully agree. Now, do I think it's a perfect game? No, but do I think this game deserves the hate that the critics gave it? Not really, because I thought the game, well, I don't think it's like amazing, but I thought it was like a fun like movie tie-in game that you would kind of expect that this is actually based on the film. However, unlike the movie, this game actually did follow the book more, because there was like scenes where it does like follow like where the book is, and it does have some like scenes where it was in the TV spots or even like in the trailers for the Golden Compass movie, where it was not featured in the film at all. Like for example, like when Lord Asriel was opening the portal to like another universe, he was like, "You have no idea what's at stake," and then that was like during the end of the book where Lyra was about to rescue her best friend Roger, but then Lord Asriel cut Roger's demon, and that's what causes him to die and open the portal of another universe. So that's what this game does. Like it shows us like clips of like movie clips that was not in the film. So I actually really do give the game praise for that. So let's talk about the graphics. Now, the graphics in this game, I would say it's not the greatest, but I cannot say it's bad either, because I think the developers for this game actually did their best with the graphics to make it more like they want to like expand the His Dark Materials universe, because it just looks like you're pretty much like in a very like magical world where like people live in the parallel universe where they have like talking animal companions called demons. And unlike the animals in our world, the animals in Lyra's world basically is like part of your soul. Like it would feel of what you feel. It would do the same movement that you would do. It's part of you. It's not like where the animals in our world, like a dog, you'll be like, come here, or or sit down, or go sit over there, or say jump, you know. Excuse me, folks. So it's not like that. Like it's not like the animals in our world, because these animals in the Golden Compass movie, the Historic Materials universe, as well as this movie tie-in game, does show that these animals behave like humans, like us humans do. So, but anyways, the graphics, not the best looking graphics, but I do think it's not like it doesn't look bad, because there were like some graphics where I do think they tried. And I know some people say that the graphics does look pretty rushed, which I can understand that, but to me, in my opinion, I think they did do their best. It's not like how the new video games that we got nowadays, where people say, oh, the graphics in new games we got are better than the old graphics from the old games, which that's not always true, because I've seen some new games that came out, like new modern games that came out this year or last year, and not all the graphics are great, and they may not hold up. So, but the Golden Compass, I do think it did okay with the graphics. But now let's talk about the controls. So in this game, you control two characters. Well, kind of three characters. You have Lyra Belacqua, who is the main protagonist of the Historic Materials series, as well as her demon named Pan. And then you also can control Iorek Byrnison, which is the bear, in wearing sky armor. So when you control Iorek, you actually would fight enemies. You would fight like the Magisterium guards. You would fight the Samael hunters, and you will fight wolves, and you can fight other like many different like bosses. I think there's like I think there's 6 bosses in the game. I could be wrong though. And the bosses were fun. I think the controls of like how to control Iorek Byrnison is actually pretty good. Some people say that, and the critics say that the controls are broken, which I don't see it, because when I was playing this game for the PS3, I don't really have any problems with the controls, like when you control Iorek Byrnison or Lyra. Because for Iorek Byrnison, that's where you had to fight off enemies, and then like he fights his arch nemesis Ragnar during almost like at the end of the game, as well as like during like the second, middle, third act of the movie. So, and then when you control as Lyra, it's mostly like puzzle solving as well as stealth. So you do like some stealth missions where she has to find all the symbols in the alethiometer, which is a compass that she uses to tell the truth about the events that is going on in the story. And then she would sneak into places where she's not supposed to go to, but she actually does have the ability to manipulate by lying. And she's actually really good at it. So yeah, I do think controlling Lyra is also pretty easy. Even like when you have her demon Pan, he actually has like 4 animal forms. His main form is like an ermine, which I thought it was like a ferret, but it kind of reminds me of a ferret, but it's an ermine. It's like a little like kind of looks like a little meerkat that is white with the black tail. And then if you want to glide Lyra to in the air to go to the next spot, then Pan will turn into a hawk. And if you want to swing around or whip something, you would make Pan turn into a sloth. And then if you want to climb, or you want to like jump, like, well, not jump, but like run as fast as possible, you can switch Pan to a wild cat. So those animal forms that that Pan uses is pretty interesting. And like I said about Iorek Byrnison, the controls for Lyra is also good. It's not hard. It is pretty easy, and it gives you something of like what Lyra can do in the game, just like how she does in the film, as well as in the book. So yeah, I will say that the controls were good. The camera is not frustrating. Like some people kind of complain about the camera systems, which I don't see it at all. there was no like camera like glitches, and people said that there's glitches in the game, which there wasn't any glitches when I was playing it, because I felt like that the game knows what it's doing, and it feels like it gives you like some really good camera angles to see where you're supposed to go to when you're controlling like either Lyra or Yorick Burnison. So and let's talk about the voice acting in this game. Now, when it comes to voice acting in movie tie-in games, not every single actor or actress from the movie returned to their roles. However, the only actors, the only cast members from the movie that did reprise their roles was Dakota Richards as Lyra, as well as Freddie Highmore as her demon Pan. And I still think these two actually did a very good job of voicing their characters. I actually really do think they did a very good job, just like how they did in the movie as well as the video game. While the rest of the characters are basically voiced by different actors. They pretty much like sound like different, well, not different, like pretty much like the same characters, like for Yorick Burnison, Lee Scoresby, Lord Asriel, and Mrs. Coulter, as well as Serafina Pekkala. I almost forgot to mention her. However, the only character I think has like the weakest voice in the game has to be Roger, because his voice, is it just me, or does his voice actually sounds like a high pitch kind of voice, and it sounds weird, and and I felt like they brought like someone else to voice Roger, and I just felt like his voice just feels really out of place, in my opinion. No disrespect to the voice actor for Roger in this game, but to me, I think they should have like brought the kid actor to come back to voice to reprise his role in this game, just like how the developers for the game brought Dakota Richards as Lyra. And let's talk about the bosses. The bosses in this game was fun. I really do like the bosses. My favorite boss battles has to be one is when Yorick Burnison was fighting his arch nemesis Ragnar, and it's like a bear fight, which reminds me of like Simba versus Scar. And if you guys have known, I did talk about Simba versus Yorick Burnison in my character's face-off episode. And the fight between Yorick and Ragnar was really cool, seeing like two bears fight each other to see who takes the throne. And then Yorick Burnison actually defeats Ragnar in combat, because of like he does have like years of combat experience like other bears. And the other boss battle I also like, there was this weird dude that has like antlers on his head, and then he has like a hoodie, and then he has like some kind of like, I don't know, it's like something like the power of magnetism powers, I guess. That kind of reminds me a bit of like Magneto from the X-Men. There are some like really weird like villains in this game for I guess it's just for like for Yorick Burnison to fight. But there's also like other boss battles where there was one there was where the dude wears like a knight armor, and then he has like a flame gun. Like that was the mission where you escape from Bolvangar, and then Lyra has to help Yorick Burnison to defeat the flame gun guy. So I was like, okay. And then, so when you fight the Tartar soldiers, Lyra would make a giant like well, not like that big of a like a snowball, but it's like a snowball that is big enough for Yorick Burnison to carry, and then he would just like throw at the enemy. And then once once like the guy was like flickering the flame gun, it gives you a chance to like to defeat the boss. And then there was a Willingham scream, which I actually did not expect. Like it was like really weird because because there's like moments like Willingham screams are always like featured in movies and video games, and it's sounds really funny, but at the same time I was like, why do they have to do that all the time? But anyways, yeah, my overall thoughts on this game. It's not a bad movie tie-in game. I still really enjoyed it. There were some problems I kind of had with the game. Like I said, I think Roger's voice could have sounded a little better. The graphics is not great, but it's not bad either. But I think they try their best, and I do think that this game actually does stay true to the book, and it does it does feature like some scenes from the trailers for the Golden Compass movie that wasn't in the movie. Now, for example, like Lord Asriel cut Roger's demon, and that kills Roger instantly when Lyra's about to save him. Lyra falling off from Lee Scoresby's balloon when there's like a snow squall, which is like a huge snowstorm, and you know, like stuff like that, you know. And the Samael's kidnap Lyra and takes her to Bolvangar, because you know that's what happens in the book as well as in the TV series, which that's the shirt I'm wearing right here, his Dark Materials TV series. And I think people really need to watch this because I felt like nobody talks about the show at all. Even when it first came out, I barely hear anyone talk about it. Even when they watched it, they just completely just like left it to an obscurity, which I felt like that's criminal. But anyways, yeah, the Golden Compass game, not one of the best movie tie-in games, but it is better than the other movie tie-in games where I felt like they completely just like dumped on the film and they make the voices sounds completely horrendous. But however, there are some other like movie tie-in games I actually do enjoy, which I might review later on next year. So I'm not sure when, but you guys will figure out if I'm gonna, you know, when I can post on my community posts. But excuse me. But overall, the Golden Compass game, I enjoyed it. Not the best game in my opinion, but I still really enjoyed it, and it will always bring memories and will always be part of my childhood. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give the Golden Compass video game a 7.6 out of 10. I still think it's a fun game. It's not a great game. It's not a spectacular game. It's not a huge masterpiece. But this game does not deserve the hate that it gets. I think this game really does deserve to be rediscovered. And who knows? Maybe we can get like another video game adaptation of His Dark Materials. Like, can we get like a His Dark Materials game based on the TV series? Can we get that HBO and BBC One? Please? I'll be happy if you guys do it. But anyways, but so yeah, that's my review for the Golden Compass video game. If you guys have played this game, what did you guys think of it? Did you guys think it's a good game? Did you guys think it's bad? Have you seen the Golden Compass movie or watched the His Dark Materials TV series or read the books? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts. So in case you guys are new here, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and turn on the notifications when I make brand new videos. And stay tuned that I'm going to be doing a video about my fan fiction of the Marvel Universe Transformers crossover. So since I'm going to be making like chapters of that crossover that I know a lot of you guys have been like wanting to see ever since I did my comic book review of the New Avengers Transformers when I first began starting YouTube. So yeah, that's all I got to say for today. Hope you guys enjoy my review for the Golden Compass movie video game. And I'll see you guys next time. And I hope you guys stay safe out there. All right? Take care.